Oh, good morning. Oh, I'm chilly, but it is a good morning. Look, Mrs. C's up. Mrs. C's up before the sun rises. And that's not to say she's lazy, because she's not, but she doesn't normally get up with me first thing in the morning. You'll have to bear with me. I'm trying to get through this gate. Oh, sorry about that. She's just read a sign that says bull in the field, but come on, seriously? Right, what are we doing? Where are we? What are we up to? I beg to ask. The cement works is over there. There's a little bit of a cloud inversion. So over that way is when it's Pass. Where are we? Yeah, good question. No, we're at Higger Tor, I think it is, Higger Tor. Never been here before. I've been very close, and I could possibly have been here before, I'm not sure, but I didn't know it was Higger Tor if it is. Literally, we are parked there, and Higger Tor is just over this bump. So we are only a couple of 100 yards away. So last night I didn't do any wrecking, we got here in the dark. So that's poor photography for me, but I don't do a lot of recceing anyway. And I thought, well, all I do is I get up before the sun gets up, climb up this hill and have a look. Like I say, Mrs. C said this morning, yeah, I'll do it, but we are cold. We underestimated the drop in temperature. We've got warm clothes on, so body's going to be all right. And we're doing a little bit of walking first thing, so actually just warm the blood up a little bit. But the old fingertips are a bit nippy. Sunrise, well, sunrise, we've got zero cloud, and I'll just show you what's going on if I can behind. Let's have a look, see if I can get this to work. So behind, that's plus, that's minus. Behind we've got a bit of colour, but that's pretty much all we've actually got is just a bit of colour. So there is some cloud right over in the distance. So I thought we'll go up here, have a look at the stonework, and set up a little bit of a composition. And yeah, just wait for the sun. This could be a one-shot video, because I don't know. Well, you know me, I don't know. We will see. We will make it up as we go along. And
cloud inversion going on
there is a little bit of cloud inversion, yeah, a tiny bit of mist in the valley. Tiny little bit, but we're shooting the other direction probably. So yeah, this probably could be a one-shot video and a shortish one, but I'm not going to promise you that, because you all know I'm probably lying. So I'll speak to you before I get out of breath, and when I found some composition sort of thing, because I've never been here, so I've got a quick 5 minutes run round to see what I want to shoot. So yeah, I'll speak to you in a little minute.
somewhere between us and this sunrise. There's a bull in the field. I don't like bulls.
Just said to Denise, as tours go, this one's a bit flat. We are actually up on the top of it, and it's just a lot of flat rocks. So this could be a little bit harder to try and find something, you know, real bubbly interest, if you like. We keep looking back over that way to the cloud inversion, but it's not big enough. But what does, well, we've got a bit muddy up here as well. What does fascinate me though is these holes in the rocks, which are caused by this being a riverbed, obviously, and little swirls of water, and there might have been a pebble stuck in the swirl and actually cut the way out. There's a few of them like that, and this is all black here, so I'm just not sure where to put my feet. Let's put my feet on the light stuff rather than the dark stuff, just in case it's a bit sinky. So yeah, this is a bit flat.
Solid.
Is it sand?
No, it's
solid. That's all right. She tested it out. Said it's solid. Yeah, it's a bit flat. So I think what I'm going to do, considering there's no colour in the sky, you know, for clouds, I think I'm going to shoot the opposite way to the sun and wait for a bit of sunlight to catch some of these rocks. So all I need to do, there is some nice heather. It's dying off, but there's a bit of lots of heather up here. I haven't really looked at images from this place, so I don't really know what the classic is, which is good and bad, because I haven't got any idea, but what I've just just realised is this is where your rocks are. And I said it was flat, didn't I? But when you walk over to this edge, oh Christ, I don't want to step down there. When you walk over to this edge, there's nothing here. It looked like a hill to me. So this is a bit like the Roaches,
Yes.
where all the action is going on down there. So now I'm wondering, do I get up on the top of the edge of one of these rocks and shoot back and then wait for the light to hit it, or do I go down and try and catch all of this? But this is, I wasn't expecting this. Look at it. You're up on the top of a cliff. So how cool is that? So for all those that enjoy the guessing game, my battery went flat. So yeah, I think I was saying shooting some of this rock voice, but I mean it's nice. I could jump up onto that one and I could shoot along this edge and get some light. But Denise has just said, oh, there's a bit of something going on over here, so let's have a walk over this side. I haven't really given myself any recce time. The sun's going to be up within half an hour, I think. So I haven't given myself a lot of time, which is really bad for me. I'm not very pro like that, am I? I do make a bit of a rush, but the light is brushing this. You can see the light's brushing that. And this looks like more an interesting set of rocks. So I'm going to try and walk around with you if I can. Look at this is nice. Lovely little lines, and there's over there, where are we? There's lines in that one. So there's lines and textures in the rock. And yeah, lines down here. Trying not to fall on these rocks because you don't want to be falling down there. Look at this, jumping over these rocks at this time of the morning. Yeah, this is nice. Oh, there we go. Now we're looking something a bit better over there. So we're looking at side lighting now, getting some light coming across here and catching some of this. I'm still favouring this, so it might be a couple of images. I might be able to snap something like this, the big rock face, and then find something over there, so I'm pre-ready. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Let's go and see what Mrs. C's looking at. Oh, running around because, like I say, we've not got a lot of time. Let's see if I can do this a bit more. Oh, my tripod's nearly falling out my bag.
Down.
The what?
The
little wispy bits.
Pockets of.
Oh yeah, there's two little pockets of. You can't see them on there, but over there, there's two little cloudy bits. There must be steam going up. It's got to be steam. There's got to be chimneys. But yeah, there's a bit more rocks over this side. So let's have a look here. But oh, the fingers are cold.
The
fingers are cold.
Those bigger lumps, I think.
The bigger lumps. You like a big lump, do you, Boo?
That'd be a big lump in the morning.
Big lump in the morning. Right, I take that back. It's not flat. This is the interesting bit. There's a little cave in here and all these big boulders that are leaning off the edge of the hill. This is actually the area we've been before. Like I said, I wasn't sure. I thought I was on Mother Cat, but I wasn't. I must have been on Higger Tor last year, and we've actually done a bit of video here, and I think you've already seen it. I put it out last week or the week before. So yes, we've been here before. We know this sort of bit of a formation. I think the plan will be a couple of images then. I think I'm going to go over onto the edge of the rocks, get a bit of that warm glow hitting the side of the rocks, and just to show off that area. And then as soon as the sun gets a little bit higher, run back over this side and just put some of these big boulders in the foreground and just shoot down into the valley. I think just literally big boulders and valley. I can't do a lot different because there's nothing in the sky to help the image. So yeah, I'm just going to pick a few of these big boulders. Look at that, like that. Maybe even put us in it to show the scale. If I get Denise to go and stand or sit on one of the smaller rocks, just to show you the sheer size of that, because it's massive. Or we've got this one down here, which is also quite nice. Like I say, I think I've shot it before, but look at that lovely sharp shard sticking up, which is really catches your eye. And again, we can shoot down that way towards the Tor down there. So I think that's the plan. So we'll head back over there. Let's get a bit of this little morning glow glowing on the side of the rock face. Try and maybe get a bit of heather in the foreground or something like that. And yeah, we'll just sit and wait for the sun to pop up, I think. And then we'll come back over this way. What do you reckon, dear? Is that a plan?
Might as well.
Might as well. Never a truer word spoken, eh? Might as well. She's still got morning head on. She's actually very good in the morning, aren't you, dear? If she actually gets up, she's really good in the morning. If she's got one of those heads like I'm not sure if I'm going to get up, she's not good in the morning.
No, you see, if I've not slept the night before.
Yeah, somebody snores apparently.
To get up.
Somebody snores. So it's being snoring and in a confined tin box and being a bit chilly, pushing my luck a little bit, aren't I? So what did I opt for? I opt for simplicity. Looking down the side of the rocks, I took one from just over on that rock behind, because there's a rock here that's sitting on the ledge. Really cool. It's actually just balanced there, but it didn't really do a lot. So I've come out onto this. As you can see, I'm standing right on the edge of a sticky out bit of rock, and the reason for that is I need to get out as far as I can. I think this actually would be a drone shot, and I've just so happens got the drone on my bag, so I might do that. I might pop the drone out and just get a sideways on shot from a bit further out, because I think that's probably better. So what did I end up? I've got this, got all these rocks, simple as it is, rock face. I just want to show where we are. Can't really be very clever with it. And then in the composition, I've tried to line the composition up so something works and balances. So I've got some big boulders down there, and I've used this line coming up, so you've got a bit of a diagonal through the image. All these fallen rocks that are on the bottom there, so they're acting as your diagonal, and on this side you've got all this big rock face, and it sort of kind of wants someone, I might get Denise to stand on it to give you a bit of sense of scale to how big these actual rocks really are. So they're all those lines and are leading out, and then we've got this small tour down there, which is where your eye's going over to, so that's finishing over on the top left hand thirds, and then right at the top of the image there's a bit of cloud inversion. It's always like we're definitely always in the wrong place, aren't we? There's a bit of a cloud inversion over in the valley, so it's just at the top of the image. You can just see it because it's so small, it's a bit insignificant, so I've put it right at the top out of the way, but it is there for a little bit of interest if you need to go hunting through the image for something. The light's getting a bit stronger now again, so I'm going to take another one. All I'm doing is watching the histogram and keeping my histogram just below clipping the highlights. Put my 2-second timer back on, focused on the main rock right in front of us down there, because I think that's a third of the way into the frame really. Oh, there's the sun, look at that. She's just popping up now, literally just over there. You can probably just see it. Where are we? There. It's just coming over the hillside. Bang on time. 6:55ish I think it is, and that was due to rise at 6:22. No, it's 6:25 I think, and that's due to rise at 6:22. So yeah, it's just coming over the hill now, so we might just get a little bit of a warmer glow. Polarizer is on. I normally always keep the polarizer on, and it's just, we are actually at 90 degrees to the sun, so it might work quite well, and that's just to keep a little tiny bit of that colour in the sky. So that's it, nice and simple. Can't move around too much on this rock because I'll be on my arse in broken bits, and my tripod, I've got to be careful not to knock the other one. So yeah, we're then going to run over that way and shoot that way. Denise is taking a few images, so if mine fail, you've always got hers to have a look at anyway. Well, as you can see, I lost interest a little bit with the camera, so I took off the little lens and I put the big zoom lens in, because I noticed the wife was sitting in the sun doing her magic and trying to take a really good shot, which she probably has already got.
I got bored of the rocks.
You got bored of the rocks? Yeah, I kind of got bored of the rocks. I'm ever so sorry, people lovers of the Higger Tor, but yeah, we got bored of the rocks. I think it's because there's no sky. We didn't have any glow. We just got pure sunlight that's just burning our eyes now. I'll have a look around, see if I can find something anyway. While we're here, we'll spend half an hour or so walking around.
I just had a clump of heather.
Oh, it's got a clump of heather and a little starburst. Yeah, the starburst is quite nice. I tried to get a starburst. Now, anyone can answer this question. I've tried it on the 18 to 55 and I've also tried it on the 10 to 24. But I'm getting a more of a fuzzy starburst rather than a really sharp starburst. Can you try and explain why? Am I focusing in the wrong place? Should I be focusing to infinity? Am I focusing, because I'm focusing on the rocks, is that why the background's blurred? But I don't get that really nice sharp razor starburst like I used to do on my Canon. So yeah, can someone try and explain that? Because Denise's seems pretty sharp.
No, it's not. It's fuzzy.
Yeah, that's
because
fuzzy
I
as well.
focused on the heather.
Because you focused on the heather. Yeah, maybe that's probably what it is. The depth of field is making it fuzzy. Because obviously the sun's the sharpest bit if you need the starburst. But yeah, explain that for us anyway, just to ease me mind. Anyway, so what was I doing? Yeah, I bunged the big lens on, and I was shooting the wife. Not literally, just taking pictures of her. She's got a bobble hat on, as you've probably already noticed, and it was causing these big ears and a shadow. Not even a shadow. A silhouette just looked awesome. Sat on the rock, shooting straight into the sunlight. So I had some sun flare in some of them. I moved to the left, I moved to the right. Just generally just taking pictures of the wife looking out into the sun. And I actually think it's quite a nice little shot. So I'm going to bung up one of them for you, and we're going to have a look at these rocks over this side, and if there's any of the inversion left down in the bottom, we'll try and put a big rock with a bit of inversion on it. But other than that, after that I think I'll call it, because we've really lost interest and I need to take the wife home because she said she wants to do some housework, and I ain't complaining about that. I don't think we're going to get much more this morning. I've tried a few silhouette shots with the rocks, come this side of the rocks, tried to shoot into the sun, tried to get a little bit of starburst, bracketed to get some exposure on it, but nothing's really floated my boat this morning, to be honest. And I've ended up coming over shooting towards Castleton, I think that is, with the cement works over in the distance there. There's some still a bit of cloud inversion down there. There's a lovely cloud inversion over there. God, I wish we were over on the tour over that way, shooting that way, because it's going right up the valley. We are actually going to jump in the van in a minute and probably head that direction on the way home, so we'll have a look and see if it's still there. But I think I finished up with this. A little bit of a morning glow on here, a bit of soft light. It is what it is. Not very inspired this morning. I think it's just too nice, but it's actually nice being up. Denise has got up with us, which is quite nice. So yeah, enjoyed being up, enjoyed seeing the sun come up. I think now I might have a 5-minute play with the drone and head off home, go and visit Mr. M and see if he can pop out a McMuffin for us. So till next time, from the wife who's heading towards me, I would have thought, if you can see her somewhere around here. So till next time, don't forget, like and share and subscribe if this video has been... No, I'm not even going to say that because there's no content in this video really worth having, is there? But yeah, no, it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. It's all good. We don't mind. Win-win some, lose some. Or win and lose and win. Isn't it, babe?
Grouse there.
Yeah, it is quite... Oh, grouse, yeah. Just saying that it's not... She sort of lost interest as well, didn't you? Just wasn't quite floating the boats, was it?
Yeah.
And it wasn't because we didn't want to. It's just a case that nothing was jumping out. There was nothing jumping out, and I think we were just enjoying the morning, to be honest. So yeah, till next time. Ciao. full.
Thank God.
Just before I switch the camera off completely, I've just come up to one little question I've got for you all. This video I've done today has not been much of a teaching video, no tips, hints, lessons, just a bit flat, just us pretty much getting up in the morning, taking a couple of snaps of the sunrise. Are you interested in watching this? Do you want me to stick to, well, I suppose what I'm asking is, do you want me to just put out videos that's got hints and tips and stuff that's really photographic based? Or are you happy to see some of our other content that when we don't get good images, when we don't come away with a masterpiece or something great and it, you know, shelf hanging sort of thing, you know, are you happy to see all the content we're putting out? Please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comments. I'm only asking because I get an awful lot of videos. We're out lots of weekends. We get to, you know, spend a lot of time together and out in the field and stuff like that. So I do get a lot of videos, and I don't always put them out. And I just wonder whether I should wean out the not so interesting ones and just keep the interesting ones, which may even mean going back down to one a week. But yeah, I'd like to know what you're interested in. I know a lot of people like the way we are, and a lot of people say don't change and keep doing what we're doing. But like this morning I haven't got any award winners, I've just got a few snaps, and I'm just interested to know whether you're interested in seeing that sort of content. That's about right, isn't it?
Yeah, but you kind of have to remember as well, you get all your subscribers. You've got Canon users that follow you because you've got your Canon cameras.
Yeah, that's another thing as well.
You've got your Fuji followers because of your Fuji. You've got other people that watch because you show locations. You get other people that watch because they like to just see, they might skip through all the blah, 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 and just look at your photographs.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm trying to keep a check of, yeah. And please let us know what it is, you know, you're interested in watching, really.
But unfortunately as well, photography isn't about getting that award-winning spot-on image every time.
Not all the time.
Because you're never going to get those conditions all the time.
If you're hunting for it, you're going to be disappointed. You know, I come out this morning thinking, well, I knew the sun was up, I knew the sun was going to come up, I knew it was going to be a blue sky, I knew there was going to be nothing interesting in the sky, but we still got up and took our camera out, and it's about being out because you don't know what's going to happen, do you? No. But yeah, it is, just let us know in the comments. I know that most people, that whenever I've ever asked this question in the past, is always just carry on doing what you're doing, we enjoy what you're doing. And let me know in the comments how you feel about me going over to Fuji, and am I going to lose you maybe, you know? And I'm interested to see how the flow works on the YouTube life. You know, there's all sorts of ups and downs and troughs and peaks and things like that. So yeah, a little bit of commenting and a little bit of information would be great. I can't change it. I'm still going to be using my Fuji probably, unless something else comes out that I'm allowed to buy. But yeah, it's no. So yeah, I'm just interested. Both of us are interested to see how it's flowing and how it's gonna move forward in a way. So yeah, sorry about interrupting our goodbye, but yeah, for now. Goodbye again. Bye.